Hi, I'm Lady Manatee and today I'm going to have a look at a game called Megaquarium. As the name suggests, in this game we need to build aquariums. There are two game modes, a sandbox mode and a campaign mode where we need to complete objectives to progress through levels. I've reached level 5, but in this video we're going to have a look at the first level, so let's select normal difficulty and start our game. This level works a bit like a tutorial, so at first we're being asked to learn the commands by panning the camera, orbiting, zooming and returning to home with the H key. Okay, now we get some actual objectives to build our first two tanks and get some fish. Let's have a quick look at the user interface first. There are some buttons up here that can be used to expand the aquarium or build walls and platforms, which are going to be very useful in the next levels. And here on the side we have some sections where we can buy tanks, utilities for tanks like filters and heaters, fish and other animals so that can go in tanks, decorations for the tanks, tools and feeding boxes for the animals. This can be used by the staff. And down here we have items for the guests. For now this is empty, but of course as we go on with the game we'll unlock more items in each of these sections. For now we have been asked to build two basic tanks, so let's pick this tank. We can expand them by dragging, we can make them a little bit bigger. These are shallow tanks for now. Later on we will have deep tanks and tanks of other shapes and sizes. Okay, we have our two first tanks. Each of them requires a filter to keep the water clean and a heater. Depending on what fish then we put in the tank, we might need to add some more of these filters and heaters. But for now this is okay. Now we only have one fish available and we can put a few in each tank. This number up here indicates how full the tank is. Each type of fish will take a certain amount of space. In this case, each fish takes 2 of space and this tank can hold 18. And this other symbol down here indicates the ecology score. This is a score that will be used for researching new fish and other animals that can go in tanks. Okay, we can decorate the tanks a bit with sea lettuce. That gives a point of plants. So we have 2, which makes up for 2 points of plants. Some fish require a certain score of plants, rocks or shelter. So let's just, this fish we have here at the moment don't have particular requirements, so we're just decorating to make the guests happier. The rocks also help keep the water clean in some cases. Okay, now this icon here indicates that these fish don't have food. We can put down an orange pellet dispenser so that the staff can get the food and feed the fish. We can put a couple here for now, and I think we should get a staff member. Let's get Anna. She is going to pay 17 currency units per day, and she has a good score of fitness. She has 2 points in feeding skill and 1 in fixing. For now this will do. And okay, let's hire her for now. The other thing we need to do is to add a tool station in case something breaks. So this will be used by the staff to repair filters and other items. Okay, I think all that's left to do for now is to open the aquarium. If we click on the entrance we can see the cost per guest, how much money we're going to get per guest when they enter, and we can see if it's open or closed. So let's open and on pause. We got our first guest. Guests will look at the tanks and generate prestige and ecology point. Ecology point, as I was saying before, are used for researching new fish, while prestige points are used to win the levels and rank up. You can rank up, there are different ranks, and when you rank up you unlock new items and new possible researches. For now let's see what happens. Okay, we get to pick an ecology project, so basically we're gonna research a new type of fish. In this case it's the orchid dottyback. Later on we will be able to pick one, there will be multiple choices, but for now we only have this one. Okay, let's pick it. We get a progress bar down here that shows the progress for this research. When a guest views a tank, you see they generate these icons for the researcher. I think we will get this very quickly. We can speed up the time with this icon down here if our research is taking too long. Okay, we unlocked the orchid dottyback. So, okay, yes, we are asked by the game to pause and to expand the floor space. We get some information about moving animals. We can move an animal from a tank to another by clicking on the tank. Here we get a panel that shows everything that is in the tank or attached to the tank. And then we can right click on a fish and then click on another tank to move it. Okay, to expand the floor space, we click on this icon up here, and then we go into this two-dimensional view, and then we can click and drag to make the aquarium bigger. In this case, let's say we can, for example, do this, and here we go. We got more space. Of course, expanding the aquarium costs money. Now what we need to do is to add some orchid dottyback fish to our tank. New tank. We need to create a new one. I don't think we need to, because we have this one that's almost empty now. So we can choose this fish and add 6 of them if they fit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, very good. Now we unlocked a new fish that has a different requirement, because it requires to be in a tank with 4 of the same species. Okay, so we need to build a new tank. Let's build a new basic tank here. Okay, let's move this pellet dispenser so that we can put a filter and heater next to our new tank here. By the way, I see now this tank that is full has a decrease in water quality, so I think it needs an extra filter. So I think, I'm moving a guess by mistake. Let's move the pellet dispenser again, maybe here, and let's add another filter. Okay, now the water is clean again, and the fish are happy. Okay, here. Now we want to put 4 of these fish. The food they eat is the same as all the other fish we have, so that's not a problem for now. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and they're happy, and we get a new objective to rank up. We actually already met the requirement, so let's see what happens. In the meantime, let's decorate that tank a bit. Okay, we rank up. We select rank up. And we see we unlock some new items that are very interesting. We get a staff door that we don't need to use for now, but it's going to be very useful in the next levels, because we will need to separate the staff areas from the guest viewing area, and all the maintenance elements like the filters, heaters, and other things are going to need to be in a staff area. Guests won't be happy if they see them. Then we get a combination of heater and filter, which is also great because we save a lot of space using that instead of having a separate filter and heater. Then we get a new plant and an element that gives shelter to the fish that require them. Okay, and then we can research a new fish, the king damoiselle. Let's go. Okay, we get some info about ranking up, and we get to select the new fish. Let's pause a second to finish decorating this tank. We can place one of these new driftwood caves. Okay, let's place this and some of the new plants. Can we fit one in one of the other tanks? Not really, but I think that's good enough for now. So we can unpause, and now we're just waiting for this research to complete. We can add a couple more of these half and half chromis in here to get more search points. And while we're waiting, I'm going to show you can actually go in first person mode if you zoom in. Now the graphic is pretty basic and very cartoonish, but it's quite interesting to be able to go in first person view and have a close-up look at the fish. Another thing we can do in the meantime is test out those staff doors. For example, let's say we wanna cut off this part from the guests because we have a lot of filters and utility things here. So let's pause for a second and create a couple of walls here and put a staff door here. So now only the staff will be able to go through the door. We have to move the guests out. Oh, what have I done? Oh my god. Now let's put the tank back in place here. Okay. Now we can click on the guests and move them out, the ones that are in this area. Okay. So now we have a nice section that's closed off from the guests. Let's speed up the time so we can get this research done quicker. We're almost there though. And here we go. Now we have the King Demoiselle. We need to place one in our aquarium and meet the requirements. Let's see. This fish is a wimp, so we cannot put it together with fish that have the bully trait. For the rest, the requirements are quite similar to the other fish we already have. So let's put the speed back to normal. And let's see where we have space for one. We have space here. Okay, we can put one here. Okay, and we completed that task. Next, we have to unlock another fish. Here it is, the Arabian blue line dottyback, which has the bully trait, so we cannot put it in this tank with the other fish. Let's research it and let's start preparing a new tank for that fish. Okay, let's move some things to make up some space. We can make another staff area here maybe. Let's create another basic tank here. Okay, and let's section off this area from the guests. Staff door. And we need to pick up this guest that got locked in. Okay, let's see what this fish is going to require. Just orange pellets, heater and filter. Okay, that's fine. We can actually move this tank a bit, so and make this stuff area a bit bigger. I guess got in. Okay, and then we can add a filter, and actually now we have the combination items. So let's remove this and use the combi mini here. Okay, we save a lot of space this way. We can actually replace this heater and filter with another combi here. Okay, we've got a lot more space and it's tidier now. And in the meantime we unlocked the new fish. We can place it here. Okay, completed this objective as well. And we are asked to do the same thing again with this yellow tang that requires a better water quality and a new type of food that we will unlock when we unlock this fish. It also requires a plant in the aquarium. That's not a problem. Let's start the research and let's start preparing that tank for our new fish. So now we already have 5 score of plant because it's a pretty big plant that we added. And we don't have the new pellets yet. Let's speed up the time. While we wait, we can also tidy up this area by removing this filter and heater again and putting a combination. And here we'll keep one of the filters because this tank is needing extra filtering, and we just put a combination here. Okay, it's better now, it's tidier. We can also maybe add some more fish. This tank is full. Ah no, okay, we already unlocked this. We already prepared the tank for this fish, so we can straight put it in there. Let's put the speed back to normal, and this fish can go here. We start a new research. As you can see, this fish has a bit more requirements. It requires a shelter, and it cannot be in tanks that have lights. It's not a problem at the moment because we don't have any tanks with light, but later on we will have tanks with corals in them that will require lights, so we know this fish cannot go in together with corals. Let's start this research, and we need to add a new type of pellet for this new fish we put there. Okay, there is space in this stuff area. Oh, what have I done? Okay. And okay, now all the fish can be fed. I think now we're starting to have a good amount of tanks and fish. We can hire another staff member to help out. Okay. And we probably want to put another toolbox station in case, again, something breaks. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can add some fish to the tanks that are not full. This one still has quite a bit of space. Let's make sure that none of these fish in here have special requirements about who they can go with. Okay, this one cannot be housed with bullies, but maybe we can put another kingdom as well in here. That should work. Another couple of them. Okay, now we have 4. And we unlocked the new fish, the black bar soldier fish. We can probably make a new tank for it. We do have enough money. Or let's see if this tank... yeah, I'm hoping you can put so many panels we can close down everything just to keep everything a bit tidy. And let's see, this tank is pretty empty. We can try to put it there. First of all, though, we need to put the shelter, this cave here, for the fish to be happy. And we can put it there. Okay, we are getting a message about guests being tired. We have been given now a guest item in this last panel, which is a bench that we can put down to let the guests rest. We need to put 3 down. Okay, I think we got to the last objective here. We need 70 prestige points to win the level, and we got 56, so we're pretty close. Prestige points tend to decrease with time, so we need to make sure we keep the aquarium interesting. We need to make sure all the fish are happy and that we have a good number and variety of fish. First of all, we need to sort these 2 tanks because the water quality is decreasing, so we need more filters. We can put 1 filter here and the other one on this side here, on this corner. Okay, they don't get in the way of anything. So let's unpause. And let's see if our prestige is increasing or decreasing now. It seems to stay... it's increasing a bit, but okay, no, it's staying sort of stable, so we actually need to probably add more fish. We only have 1 of some of them. We have 1 of this yellow tongue and this black pearl soldier fish, and also the blue line dottyback. So let's see, we have blue lines dottybacks in here. Yes. We can add a few more in here. Okay, this tank is full now. We probably want to create a new tank. We can make some space for the tank and for the filters. Okay, we can create another tank of the same size. Let's section this area off for the stuff like we did before, and add the combination, the combi mini. Let's see what fish we only have 1 of now. This one that require caves and the lack of light, and the yellow tongue. They can go together, so let's fill it up with them. We have 3 of these now, and okay, that's full. We need to add caves though, and make sure the water quality is good enough. Plants and caves we need. Let's add a couple of plants and the drift food. Yeah. Okay, I think they're happy now, and let's put some pellet dispenser nearby. Ah, yeah, of course, we need another filter as well. It can go here. Okay, now let's speed up the time and see if this works. Okay, it's increasing a bit. Okay, I think we reached the correct amount of prestige, and now we need to maintain it. So if we see it's going down, we'll have to do something. But so far it's increasing, so I think we might be alright. Okay, it got sort of stable at 88, 90. As you've seen from how the game works so far, this is more like a puzzle strategy game rather than a proper aquarium simulator, but it's pretty fun. I got to the 5th level so far, and it does get trickier as you go on because you need to make sure you have enough space to fit all the filters, heaters, and all the other items you need in the staff areas. And there's gonna be more types of tanks, so you need to make sure you have the correct type of tanks and the correct combinations of fish and decorations to reach the required score. Okay, we got our first broken equipment. It's a broken filter. A staff member that has the fixing skill will go pick up a toolbox and repair it. Let's see, you see this this guy here is repairing our filter right away, so that's okay. Our score went up quite a lot in the meantime, so I think we are safe. Okay, the time is over now, and we won. When you win, you get this message and you can choose whether to continue building your current aquarium or whether you would like to start the next level. Okay, I think that's it for now. Let me know if you're interested in this game and if you would like me to do some let's plays of the next levels as well. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching.